Good morning. Today's leadership nugget is leadership has consequences. We're seeing a huge example of that on a large scale right now as we watch what's happening in Ukraine. We're seeing that leadership has significant consequences. They can be good or bad. In this case, they're horrific. I'm not going to get into the politics of blaming which leader and all that. That's not what's important to me. What's important right now is to recognize the fact that all of us as leaders have consequences with the things that we do. The things that we say, the things that we do, the decisions that we make have consequences on us, but more importantly, they have consequences on others. When you look at what's going on in Ukraine right now, the consequences are horrific. And some of the leaders that have made the decisions that have caused the things that are happening in Ukraine right now, the consequences of their decisions are affecting millions of people and in such an awful way. Now, that's an extreme example, but as a leader on a day-to-day basis in a company, in your family, in your neighborhood, in your church, wherever it is that you're a leader, the decisions that you make have consequences. They have significant consequences sometimes on yourself, on your family, and on other people. So I want to encourage us as leaders as we make decisions to try to make decisions from a place of wisdom, from a place of knowledge, from going out and researching, doing whatever we have to do to make sure that the decisions that we make are decisions that have good consequences and not bad consequences. Now, obviously, sometimes we make mistakes. Sometimes the decisions that we make, we know we're going to have some negative consequences, but they have to accomplish what we're trying to accomplish. I get that. That's very different than making rash decisions or making poor decisions that have a negative or a bad impact on those around us, those that work for us, those that work with us. So as a leader, please work really hard to make wise decisions. I've studied a lot of Solomon and trying to understand the wisdom there in the decisions that Solomon made and the things that Solomon did. Solomon always sought wisdom, and that's something that as leaders we should do. We should seek out wisdom and not make those decisions rashly or without consideration, knowing that all the decisions that we make have great consequences, good and bad. Let's go out today and make a real difference and lead to serve.